Could you eat a meal this big every day for a year and lose 140 pounds? This is egg roll in a bowl, the ridiculously big skillet version. We're gonna whip it up in 5 minutes. And so you know we need cabbage for egg roll in a bowl, but the burning question, do we use this or this? Whole cabbage, or do we let someone chop it for us? Let's ask the wheel. Do we let someone chop it for us? It's right on the edge. It says, bruh. Bruh. What does bruh even mean? My 14-year-old says it all the time. Bruh. I think it means we can do whatever we want in this case. I vastly prefer this for flavor. There's a little bit of flavor in some of the gases that they used in the chopped salad mixes. So I do prefer this, but I have to say, this is very convenient today. And you know what else? It's also here. This will last a long time in the fridge. We shall use this today. And so whip it up. I've already forgotten. So we're gonna put a little bit of oil in the bottom of this. I have oil from a previous project. Boy, this is infused with garlic and cilantro. Yum, I'm using this. Let me get it in the bottom of the skillet because we're gonna just sprinkle the rest of the seasonings on top. You know, I could make this in 1 minute if I were not talking about it. A big dish. Okay, this is gonna cook down. And you know what? I have these extras. I'm gonna put this in. Cabbage. The sauce is soy sauce. I almost never measure this, but thought I'd measure it today. And gosh, you know, the different soy sauces have different salts, amounts of salts. You want to kind of change up based on the soy that you're using. In fact, maybe start with half of this amount. So that had 2 tablespoons. Okay, garlic, onion, salt and pepper. And our protein on top. Someone cooked this for us as well. This is frozen but cooked. I'm just adding it to the top. It will defrost as this cabbage cooks. That's it. We're putting this on the stove. 3 minutes, 33 seconds. 3, 3, 3. You know, that could have been 1, 1, 1 had I not been yapping. Let's move this to the stove and get it cooking. Okay, I'm standing in a bed of lettuce on this floor. I should not be allowed to do these kitchen videos, but while we wait for it to cook, of all of the ridiculously big skillets and salads, this recipe is a little on the lean side, and so it is lower in calories. If you're doing a 1 meal a day model, you might add a little more oil to that. If you'd like, you can add a little more like of a fatty protein on top, that sort of thing. But this dish is really useful for people who are implementing 2 meal models and have to have each of the meals a little bit lower in calories than like my one giant meal. So it's a very useful recipe to have. We've already got that on the stove, and as you saw, it had red cabbage in it, but it also has carrots. I just found them. You can see I don't use these mixes very often. So what do we do with the carrots? Out there in the world of the ketogenic diets, the keto diet, carrots are definitely looked down on because of the sugar content. But you guys, in the grand scheme of things, this ain't a lot of carrot. I'm gonna toss it in. If you follow my videos, you know a lens that I apply in many cases is, did that food make me fat? Okay, carrots didn't make me fat. And really, there's not a lot of sugar. There's a lot of nutrients in this. And it's already here and it's chopped for me, so I'm not gonna waste it. That's my view on it. Am I gonna go eat like carrot salads all the time? I don't imagine I will, but putting these little grated things in there, I'm not concerned about it. It's interesting, in my weight loss phase, I totally avoided carrots because of like the keto fears of carrots. Was that wrong of me to do that? I don't think so. At the time, it was important to me to be extra strict, and I put a boundary on my food choices, and carrots were outside of that boundary. That's fine. That is one way to get through the grind. I don't feel like I need that boundary now. Maybe you do. This is something we all need to look at. I'm gonna add it to the skillet. And here we go. Facial. This was about 15 minutes on the stove, covered part of the time. Kind of al dente. Sometimes I cook the heck out of this. I like it overcooked. You need to find out how you like it. Oh, okay, you guys. You're gonna need to get on this thing right here. I'm just gonna eat it right here out of the skillet. This totally needs some green onions. And I'm feeling pretty good today. I'm gonna just chop some up. But did you see all those powdered spices I put in here earlier? I've got fresh garlic right here. I could have put it in. It's my philosophy here at Eat Like a Bear. We have to make these meals as simple as possible. When you wake up on a bad day, you're not gonna be chopping the garlic. You need to train yourself to make these in 5 minutes or less. On those days, you're probably not adding fresh green peppers to it either. But let's add them today. I'm feeling pretty good. But let's add to our 3 minutes and 33 seconds. There we go. It's already a mess in here. "51 more seconds, and so let's see, that is, I think that leaves us at 4:24. Okay, I did it in 5 minutes or less. Adding the green onions is just adding to the 4th layer of the Ridiculously Big Skillet. The first layer is the cabbage. That gives us the bulk. It's calorie minded. It will help fill us up. Cabbage is actually extra good at doing just that. Layer 2 is the sauce. The egg roll in a bowl doesn't have a lot going on in the sauce. It's that oil that you put in the bottom, basically. Layer number 2 is for a little bit of fat to help keep us satiated and a little bit of extra flavor. Layer 3 is the protein. In this case, we have ground sausage that somebody else cooked for us. And layer 4 would be those carrots that we added and these green onions. There we go. This is such a great wintertime dish. Though, you know, it's just so great. I have it all year round, but boy, it's feeling extra great right now in the rain and the snow. Oh my gosh.